about the start of the sea series when I was in Skopelos and standing on that cliff and the first storm that came in, and I was working on something else altogether. I brought work with me, and I simply couldn't work. I had to stop and go away for 3 days because I felt assaulted. And then I realized that it was autumn and this is the Aegean Sea and these storms are going to happen, and was either going to have to give up or find a way of working with the storms, really. And so I think I set myself up as a sort of cipher, a medium or something, through which the wind would nearly blow. This fluid, moving, light-filled, ever-changing entity saturated my vision, assaulted my senses, a totality of experience. Intuitively, cognitively, I reached towards a method, process that becomes a synthesis of action and time. Encaustic technique married to urgency, getting the essence down before it shifts again. I feel myself in time, beyond craft or awareness of activity, the urgency of the moment stealing my brain and allowing the active participation of all my senses. Layer upon impossible layer until the light goes and it becomes totally undoable. The paintings, a residue, a mark of this conversation. The wax I'm currently using comes from North Kilkenny, but when I started this project on the Greek island of Skopelos, I was very happy to find that honey being a main product, the local beeswax was available to me. This was important, as I then felt that I was using the very substance of the island as my medium. When my palette for the morning is mixed, it is time to start, and that is when the pace turns round. Encaustic technique matches my temperament exactly. Preparatory tasks start with the slow gathering of the raw materials, Damar crystals from the Far East, pigments from the south of France, the beeswax as local as possible. I then work in linseed oil with the powdered pigment and grind this in circles of 8 with my glass mordant. This paste then joins the wax and damar mix. I start out with my largest container filled with a mixture of wax and 10% powdered damar. Each of my colours has its own container and its own brush. This means no brushes to wash. As I take the brush from the tin, the paint is drying. No time for thought now, just doing. This is all a very slow, meditative process when I try to be very calm and focused within, centered.
I don't know if she wants me to say it, but we've got 40 years work here, in a way, because of course, even though she didn't spend 40 years producing her Atlantic seas from Kilrilly, of course it's all that weight of all of that incredible experience and indeed teaching and all kind, apart from practicing art, that goes before all of that. And you'll see how she does this encaustic method, which is, you know, wax, and it came from the Greek to burn out, I believe. And thank you very much for being here. You make a huge difference to Helen as well, and to Tricia. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulate you on that, and for that reason, besides your talent, I'm very honoured to be part of your event here today.